Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
It's little surprise, Peter, that this fella Tonali gets compared to some real legends of the game. The style of play, even his appearance. Yes, he'll be the one expected to take up a deeper role and play make from back there, but I see him as having a lot more than that in his game. His positioning is key. He reads the game particularly well. He's headed for stardom.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Good read, needed to be. Shot a goal! And it's hit the woodwork and out!
Adams. Bebeto. Tonali. Pass somewhat off target. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Engages and forces him off the ball. And it's Luis Suarez.
Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Rodri.
Chiellini cuts out the pass. Looking to play him in.
And here's Messi. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. Schneider! That's a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Japan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Marseille has the chance to go the other way.
So it is still 0-0.
Bebeto. Maradona.
Marseille upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Rodri has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles.
And here's Messi.
And this is Paulette. And this is Messi.
Tries a shot!
Messi just dropped the shoulder to engineer the feint. Now he'll have to shoulder the blame.
And here's Mbappe. Tries to pass it through.
Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Marseille are looking to go forward now. Now it's Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Good ball over the top.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Marseille clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And this is Luis Suarez. Oh, they could break here. Maradona will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Yaya Toure
Is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone.
Hit! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Japan have fired themselves in front.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
And it's Luis Suarez! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Eto'o. And the first half is done.
So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
How's the first half compared with your expectations?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Japan have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0.
Here we go again then.
Japan really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
And it's Yaya Toure.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Eto'o. Well, that looks a decent ball.
And the flag has stayed down. Shapes to shoot!
Schneider conjures time and space where few can.
Yaya Toure.
Davids. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And this is Schneider. Oh, that's nice. Oh, super ball. Real chance! Really well taken goal. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Japan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Oh, that's fabulous. And this is goes for a shot! Oh, taken with style.
Piercing and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
We have got ourselves a game here.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Oh, good spread. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Yamal stood his ground strongly.
Marseille really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Back into the middle. Can he get on the end of this? That's really well manoeuvred.
Mbappe really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And this is Bebeto. Now it's Messi. Now it's Luis Suarez. Lovely, now then. Schneider was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Substitution for Japan, number 23, Mbappe. Number 9,
Yamal.
Suarez. Number 99, Schneider.
Delivers the ball, he gets big! It's in! There seemed no way back, but they are level! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
And here's Messi. Caught offside that time.
Japan clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Van Bauten. Beckenbauer. That has not gone well. They'll have one final crack at it. So what can they make of this? But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Davids does really well to win the ball there. Eto'o looks to get on the end of this. And here's Ibrahimovic.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Oh, that's a key interception. Ambitious ball here. Cristiano Ronaldo. And this is Iniesta. Shoots! Now, who's going to be first to this? That's very neat.
There will be 3 minutes.
He's had a shot! It just took too long getting forward.
Iniesta cannot be that slow, and it took the sting out of the break, and a big chance wasted.
Substitution for Japan.
Yeah,
Number
the
10,
jostling for position
Messi.
has begun. There's
Number
hardly
22,
any breathing space in that
Gullit.
box.
Coming on the field, number 18, Jan Koeman.
Oh,
Number
fine stop from the
17,
keeper.
Beckham.
Yaya Toure actually
Substitution
didn't do
in
an
progress.
awful lot wrong, to be honest. It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
Chance for a shot! Oh, that's incredible! And that may just do it! Oh, the deftness of touch, received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
And time is up. Japan can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster that. Yaya Toure taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
Today's winning lottery numbers.
Japan leave it late, but in the end, it was great.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from never losing that focus.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me, and to wish you all a very good evening.